Hello, welcome to the Walk of America podcast, episode 2. We are currently in San Antonio in Texas. The team have walked 17 miles today. It's been very, very hot, and it has been a tough week in the heat and the humidity. We're sitting here about to go out for some dinner, but we're hopefully going to have a little bit of a chat about how this second 100 miles has been, because they hit 200 miles in total today. Yeah, which is really good. It's really exciting. We're also about to lose John Mayhead, who's been joining the walk for the first 2 weeks. He leaves us tomorrow evening. So, John, if you want to introduce yourself, unfortunately you missed the last podcast, but please say hello and welcome.
Yeah, hello and goodbye. I'm John Mayhead. A bit about my background: I was in the Coldstream Guards for 20 years. Had a load of problems, and that's why I'm here. And it's been great. Been walking for 2 weeks, and really mixed emotions actually about leaving.
Yeah. How do you guys feel as a team if John is leaving you?
I was going to say, I don't think it's a mixed emotion. I think it's one. It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
You're part of the family, whether you're here for 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, mate.
You're a core team, man.
Yeah.
You are.
I go with the fact that you have a huge mission now. Once you get back to UK, you were here the first line, the first 200 miles. You share some amazing experience with us and momentum. So I think your mission over there is going to be huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're still going to be with for the other 800, mate.
Yeah.
What you can't see is John writing checks to each and every one.
I paid them all before.
You paid them all before. The money went through.
I say it's mixed because it has been amazing. It's been much more amazing than I thought it would, and it's been more of a life-changing experience than I thought it would be. But you hit the nail on the head, Frankie. It is the start, and for me, I'm going to go back. I'm a writer, so I'm going to write about stuff, and that's where I know I can make an impact. Yes. And to be frank, I've got something to write about now, and so I'm gonna go back, and I will be staying in touch. I will be watching you guys. And I will be jealous, I got to the end today, and I'm properly emotional when we got to the Alamo, because it's just like, oh my God, this is it. And it was kind of like, didn't want to speak to any of the press, just wanted to kind of, give everybody a hug.
Yeah. And absorb it.
A lot of sawdust there was.
There was a lot of sawdust, very dusty atmosphere. Those onions as well.
And to cap it all off, my favorite part of today.
Oh, thanks.
Another snake story.
Yeah.
Throw it.
You can't get away from it.
It was so funny because we were just all kind of in that, grind on mode, and Kemz is down by the water. John walks over this culvert that goes over this water and kind of looks in, and I guess he kind of stepped and knocked something off the side, and this water moccasin jumped out into the water. It was about a 3-foot snake, and we were just dying. He goes, "Oh God!" I started running off. It jumped about 6 feet in the air. It was just awesome.
It was it was very big. It was much bigger than 3 foot.
Yeah.
And I didn't scream like a girl.
Right.
However, later on, funnily enough, Kate and I and Paul had another experience that I don't know if everybody knows about.
No.
We were walking back around the wall of the Alamo, and we got to a bit where there was like a hole in the wall, and suddenly there was like this volley of shots right next to us, and we all took cover and jumped around, and then Paul went, "Oh yeah, I knew that was going to happen," and there was these reenactment people firing muskets about 5 meters away from us, right at us.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was scary.
It was crazy.
We've had a few shockers like that.
So what day are we today? Saturday? Because every day rolls into one.
Saturday,
so if we
Sunday.
wind back to the beginning of the week, does anyone have a clue or remember where we were?
No.
Anyone?
do.
Where do you?
Dallas.
Larry.
Dallas.
Dallas. Larry, the Texas Sherpas. So you could maybe guide everyone through what this week's been, because it's a lot of places. It's a small state.
A lot of historic Texas too. So You know, right through the heart of Texas, deep in the heart of Texas is what we did this week. So we started up in north central Texas in Dallas, made our way to Grand Prairie. Then the next day we started in Waco, finished in Waco at the Texas Ranger Hall of Fame. Wednesday we was that Belton?
Georgetown? Oh yeah, Belton.
Wednesday was Belton.
Larry got dressed up in a dress.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, it looked good on
It
him.
looks good.
But it's unsurprising the Belton Museum called, they're missing their dress.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they didn't say anything about the bonnet?
No. If anybody's seen it, please return.
These US Marines and Royal Marines are very similar.
So let's see
That was to Belton to Fort
Hood, Killeen, right?
Yeah.
Where was Thursday?
Thursday was yesterday, which was Georgetown.
Then Friday off.
Today's Saturday, so it was 2 days
Oh,
ago.
sorry.
So
2 days.
Georgetown.
Everybody's lost.
That just shows. Doesn't it?
Yeah. The Georgetown walk was really cool. We got to see a lot of deer, a lot of baby fawns. I think we cranked out a lot of miles that day because Adele and a few others that weren't feeling as bad as some of us stepped it out and picked up the team. Then Friday we got to Austin, so it was such a cool thing with so many facets of different ways of life and types of culture. We started with Chris Kyle. Started at Blizzard Entertainment,
Correct.
at the World of Warcraft guys, and starting off with them, seeing all the vets was pretty cool. Then we went to the state cemetery where Chris Kyle's laid to rest, and all the big dignitaries and VIPs in Texas. That was really cool and humbling. And then walked through the state capitol, deep in the heart of Texas again, and ended at the Stevie Ray Vaughan statue. So many different cultures within that one walk, and it was cool to experience all the people. Texas, I was so happy, of people stopping, waving, hugging, shaking hands and stuff, and to see the Brits, their face light up when that happens. It really is fulfilling.
How is the feeling, the emotion here in Texas different to California? Do you sense the difference?
I do. I feel there's a lot more love and support for veterans out here than there was California.
I go
Just
along.
the fact that people coming up, getting out the cars at the side of a highway,
There's
shaking
more
your
media
hands.
as well this time.
You know what I mean? Shaking your hands, wishing you all the best. It
Stop.
did happen in California, but it's happening a lot more. It's happening a lot more here.
I don't think it was negative in California. I just think it was. It's just everybody's so busy doing their own thing that it was kind
And plus, we didn't look like letter pickers.
of carried the flags.
So,
Yes, you had the flags this week.
Larry, what's a quintessential Texan expression?
Howdy y'all, or
Howdy, y'all.
There we go.
Yeah.
Excellent. Kev, give us your best Texan.
That was it.
That was brilliant.
Howdy, y'all.
that is awesome. He's good, and I catch him when he's talking to people who will say good morning, and there'll be a couple of people. I think he said it today. Howdy y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Hey, ma'am.
Oh, that's great.
Your Geordie's picking up a bit, though.
Good,
Oh, why?
I'll read.
I'll eat.
Great.
Actually, talking of the cemetery, the Texas State Cemetery, how did you guys feel there? Because
Honoured.
it was a beautiful place, I thought, and there was a real sense as you walked in through the archway, there was just peace, and there was a real feeling
something that we
there.
could take back to Britain with us, because I was really moved by the fact of how that place looked compared to how places that we've got in the UK look. Like when I was based at Cottesmore, at the end of the road's a military cemetery, and it was nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. And I think there's the respect shown here in Texas as a state to veterans and to anyone that serves is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
It was so well kept. The grass was incredibly kept. All of the graves were incredibly kept.
Well, the
And
guy
flags.
came over and donated some money, and he told us that all them little flags had been put out by a 12-year-old boy that's touring America, and he's been to 32 states putting flags down next to soldiers' graves. And I just thought, amazing. You never get anything like that in the UK, never.
It's awesome.
It's lovely. It's lovely. A nice way to remember those.
So where to next? Where are we going next?
Houston. The I believe was it you and I looking at it? Victoria. Bay City, and then Houston. I think we get to Houston on Friday. But a bunch of little small town Texas Bay Area kind of towns.
We're all going to be local by the end of next.
You'll be saying y'all. Yeah, you've already got the hat.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone can't see the hat, don't see the hat.
John, I tell you, just, it was awesome, dude, with you, brother. I mean, we connected. I know you connected with everybody else, and you're a huge heart and a great soul, brother.
Yes. And I think...
Go on, mate.
I think from a fellow infantry perspective, and you being an ex-officer as well, take some guts and some balls to come out here and turn around and say, look, I do have problems, and there are people that have problems. I know for me, myself, when I was in the infantry, it was the higher ranked officers that looked down on it and didn't appreciate it for what it was. So from me to you, thank you, because we needed someone like you to come and do this.
Yes,
awesome.
There's more sawdust.
Yes, it's those onions again. We've all got our stories, we've all got our backgrounds, and I think that it's been we sort of use this word privilege, but it has been a privilege, and it's been it's just been so great to spend time walking next to somebody, and you just find yourself walking next to somebody, and you just find yourself talking, and you can go off and talk about stuff you're angry about, or stuff you're sad about, or really deep stuff, or really, really shallow stuff, and it's been absolutely fantastic. And I've enjoyed everybody's company 100%, and thank you. And I'm going to absolutely miss it. It's going to be brilliant. But you will have completely forgotten about me by this time next week, and you'll be on the podcast and you go, "What's that guy called?" It was the guy who made that scream when the snake came out.
Snake.
Oh, we've got a board cut out, mate. We're going to carry it along over.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Enough for team photos and that.
Yeah. With the snake round the neck.
No, holding one by the head.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much to all of you. Thank you for John. Thank you for joining us.
Should we just do everyone's good and bad experience of the week, just to see what people thought was their best?
Yeah, but maybe do a high and a low of what you think.
Because we did that at week one, didn't we?
Yes, it'd be nice to compare, wouldn't it? Larry?
Yeah. High point of the week. Just, again, sharing the experiences, getting to see the British guys, how proud they are to be recognized and appreciated here in Texas. It makes me extremely happy as a Texan. Low point, I'd have to say my feet. I switched insoles and it just went downhill from there. Chewed up my feet pretty bad. Got really deep hot spots, and trying to recover from that now. But it's getting better daily. So,
Jonny?
Coming to Texas, I think, is the best part for me, because from someone that's never been to America, the one place that you'll always picture being amazing is Texas. From whether it's from old films, new films, stuff that you hear on the news, and the way that the Texans see life, and the way that the laws and the rules and the things that they abide by, I agree with it so much. And the patriotism walking down the street has been phenomenal, and I think it's gave everyone that massive boost. And the worst point is probably when I had to have the day in the hospital. I was absolutely gutted.
I like playing father and son, mate. It was fun.
Yeah. Giles got asked if it was my dad, so. And
But
Vix's
you're
my mum,
okay.
apparently. So.
They're all 12 and 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
But you got the all clear from the hospital
Exactly.
to let the
Exactly.
listeners know you are all right.
that
Luckily,
is-
it's
that is good.
nothing deadly.
No.
Touch wood.
No, as long as it don't pop.
Oh, Lordy Lord. We'll approach that one in episode 7.
Live from the hospital.
Frankie.
Well, I'm really impressed by being here. You know, just being able, like Larry says, in front of Kyle and Stevie Ray Vaughan, two people that I do respect a lot, their history. It's just amazing. Alamo, just cherry on the top, you know. So low point will be, as Larry maybe and many others of the team, hotspot under the hotspot under the blister under the hotspot, you know. So
and your teeth as well. You had a tooth removed.
You know, I think that the tolerance that we develop as a military members, it's a little bit more than a normal civilian, and I'm not saying this in a wrong way. You know, we get to use to this type of beat up, right, and or mentally it's a little bit stronger. So I think this is part of what we know we were facing to accomplish this mission. So I'm perfect. Besides that, you know, concrete here is kind of a big deal.
It's no joke.
Concrete one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Adele.
High points. Well, doing this walk every day, I mean, it's just absolutely amazing learning more and more about your teammates as we go along. It's pretty awesome. I mean, you feel closer every day, and so low points, it's a 3-way tie, I'm going to say. Heat, John leaving, and unfortunately due to some medical conditions, I just had some crappy days with my stomach. But everything's good now, except for John leaving.
Right.
And the heat's still here.
And everything still comes with cheese on top.
Oh, God. But it's all good and it'll all work out, so.
Yeah. Kev.
With the high points being the entire week, but I think what topped it off was being able to pay me respects to the legendary Chris Kyle and the Medal of Honor recipients. That really meant something. And low point is the fact that John's going. That is my low point of the week. It's been an absolute honour to walk alongside you, and I can't thank you enough.
Likewise, mate.
Kemz.
Obviously, there's more high points than there is low points. Low points, again, John's going. Plus side, I don't have to sing him nursery rhymes to get to sleep. Because he's my roommate. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. Just started getting shin splints again today. Great. Yep, so they're coming back in. High points, the weather. I love the heat, the sun. It's been lovely. Texas barbecue.
You can't see Kemz now, he's 3 kilos.
We're waiting to go to dinner and I'm getting hungry thinking about it. But yeah, obviously spending more time with the guys, getting to know people more. But yeah, food and heat, it's amazing.
We're not in Marbella, I believe.
And finally, John.
Oh, it's really, really hard. It's high points. I think weirdly it was me and Frankie crying in the toilet. And if you and I'm a bit of a plug, but I did a blog post about it, and Frankie said something just before that, and when we were at Blizzard, about his experiences, and it was the first time I'd heard the story, and it was very, very similar to an experience that I'd had in Iraq, and it was intensely moving. And I just happened to mention it when we went to the restroom together, and we ended up basically hugging each other and crying.
That's
so,
awesome.
but that was at the cemetery as well, and that's why I found that also moving. And then after that, Matt, about 5 minutes after that, Matt asked me to have a photograph with his boot, which was, for people who don't know, it was the boot he was wearing when he got shot, which had led to him losing his leg in Afghanistan. And the whole lot was just massive for me, really big. So that for me was the high point of a massive week. low point, it's got to be going. You know, it's just. I mean, yes, I'm sorry, family, but I'm looking forward to see you. Yay! But it's been. That was, leaving is worse than the sciatica.
Yeah.
We're going to miss you, bud.
Yeah, we really are.
Cheers.
Yeah.
You need to make sure you're in New York.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I haven't been invited yet.
Oh, you're
Did we get
We're
that here?
inviting
We're
you.
inviting you.
We're doing it.
That's it.
That's it, if they can remember his name by
Exactly,
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody else slots. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it
well,
would be awesome to have you there at the end, man. Really would.
Right, well, everyone's starting to salivate because it's barbecue
It's
time.
dinner time.
So
Yep.
we'll
but
wind up
thank you very
episode
much. Yeah, and goodbye, John. Thank you for joining us.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.